Hello and welcome to the Ultimate Marble Racing Season 5 tier list ranking. Now I know people have been asking about this for a little while, and yeah, it has been a little longer than I was planning on setting all this up and getting around to doing the stream as well. So the voting has actually completely finished, which means I can't even do my one as part of that vote, but that's fine. It's all about what everyone else is feeling as to whether we keep the tracks or not. Still messing around with the new audio as well, so hopefully this comes out okay. I've tweaked it a little bit again since the last stream. Hopefully I haven't totally screwed everything up. I'm all for getting audio levels right and making it sound good, so hopefully this is good enough currently. Might mess around with it again at some point, who knows, not sure. It does pick up some occasional bits I could do with a proper, like an arm or something for my mic. Really, it's a desk mounted one instead of one on my headset, so you could probably hear occasional tippy taps of the keyboard or the mouse. Hopefully not too much for this one though, because we're not going to be doing too much with the keyboard. So one downside of actually doing this so late is my memory is absolutely terrible. So trying to remember all of these races is going to be interesting for me. Because, yeah, my memory just is absolutely awful. So going to do our best, but it'll be interesting to see what the community ranks are going to be for these, and that will contribute towards what changes happen in UMR Season 6. Obviously, we have the first of the spin-off seasons coming up before then, the Marble GP, UMR International, whatever we're going to call it. And I'm in the process of working through that one and getting the track list together and hopefully getting sign-ups open sometime soon. So starting with the first one, at least I actually went in order, it looks like. I did reorder them. I think last time I did that, it just ignored it completely. We actually have them in order here, which is great. So starting off with Marble GP in Netherlands, I'm pretty sure that is. Pretty decent starting track. Hello, Pesky Bird. I'd say it's pretty good. I mean, I feel like a lot of the Marble GPs generally are pretty good. I'd probably put it in the good. Not sure if it's... I don't remember it being particularly epic, but again, whether I remember much, I don't know. I think good's probably a good place. Playing Fortnite right now? No worries. That's fine. Chromatic Courseway. Always a good race. Again, I don't know whether it's epic. I feel like last time I ended up putting most things in good. Again, not sure whether it would fall into the epic. I think it might just be a good track. No, I know a lot of people are going to want this in Ultimate. Is it still Ultimate worthy? Oh. There's an interesting one. DK Mountain. It is a great track. It is a great track. Don't know if it's still Ultimate worthy. We've seen some pretty impressive tracks. More impressive tracks coming about. I feel like I'm putting it in Ultimate just for the sake of the classic DK Mountain track enjoyment. I think it might have to be an epic, you know. Might have to be epic this season. I mean, we're not seeing any changes. Admittedly, I don't know what changes could be done to it. It is what it is. I don't think I could ever put it below epic. I think it always makes for some great racing. I just don't think it was... I don't think sneakily starting early. I'll put it in the Discord. I'd put in a second update. Yeah, to pull the time forward for when I was starting. Yeah, I think it might have to go in epic. I don't remember it being particularly Ultimate this time around. But I don't think it would go any lower. It's always a great track to race on. Then we have, what was the name for this one? Desert Dungeon Multilap. That was a great track. Really enjoyed it. Is it DK's ultimate for you? Yeah, I know. DK's always a ultimate favourite. Like I was saying at the start, my memory's a little bit foggy for these races because it has been a little while and I've had other stuff that's been in my brain. Obviously, I started my new job and everything. So a lot of that stuff's kind of taken up the space. And it's going to be a bit trickier for me judging these with the gap. I'm tempted. I remember this one being quite an interesting race. But is it ultimate? I'm going to go epic. For now. I had to grab the video and... yeah. Oh yeah, that's fine. If you wanna wait, we will be looking at the community votes after. Also, again, because you just arrived, I was saying at the very start, I'm still working on audio with my new mic setup. So if there are any audio issues or any tweaks, because I'm not great at setting up audio really, just let me know if anything sounds off or anything. Yeah, I've now got a mic on my desk instead of the headset mic. So I've got to make sure I don't tap my desk too much. Right, Bahrain. I actually really like the Bahrain one. I always think the racing's really good. It's a nice track. Yeah, upgrade. Yeah, I think that was a great track. Great racing on it. Not ultimate worthy. I think there's some slow parts. I reckon. I think it was around here going to that straight. An improvement there, and maybe some aesthetics. This could be ultimate worthy with more work on it. But I think it's gonna be epic for now. Again, I still feel like I'm trying to remember the desert dungeon because I remember being really good. But I can't remember if it's worthy of going into ultimate. So for now, it's gonna have to stay there. Oh, which one's this one? The dungeon. This is a dungeon one, isn't it? I think it was. Yeah, I think with. Yeah, that might be the one thing that keeps it from going ultimate. Teleports are fun, but they were very like intrusive to some extent. Maybe if there was like a little bit less, maybe one less teleport, so they would get moving a little bit quicker, could potentially help with that. Yeah, I think Epic's good for that. Epic's good for that. This one's the dungeon dungeon dash MP. Pretty fun track. Small, works well. I like the dungeon. I'm gonna have to put that in Epic as well. I think it made some really good races. The dungeon's fun. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Then we have Marbula Lap Race. This is definitely not lower than good. I think. Oh, it was a good track. Oh, it's chromatic and good. I don't know. There's just always something about chromatic Corso that I'm like, it does make for good racing, but I don't know. Would it go epic? I'm trying to think about what happened in the last season. Actually, it was a close end, wasn't it, on chromatic in the last season? Now that I think about it. So I was thinking chromatic's quite open, so a lot of the time they spread out a bit. So it depends. If I'm going off the latest season's race, did I have a close end? I'm sure it did. I know. I put it at the top of good. Put it at the top of good. Yeah, we'll put it at the top of good. It's potentially epic. It is a great track. I'm trying to think about how it compares with the other things I put up here now. So I'd potentially say it's higher than both of them. Is it higher than that? Yeah, what? We'll promote it. We'll pop it in between. See, I'm a sucker for like the track with the catch-ups and stuff, even without shortcuts. We just got a big advert right over the middle of the screen. Excuse me. No. Okay. Ad break. I'm trying to do something here. No. Okay, there's an exit all the way over there in the corner. My goodness. Adblock doesn't work on this site anymore. Apparently they've made changes to the way Adblock works on like the Chrome extensions and a lot of the ad blockers, that now they get picked up a lot easier. So I've had to disable it. Sound way different. As long as it's like a good different, it should be much better quality. It's a pretty decent mic. It's actually one I've had for ages and it's been sat in a box. A Samsung G-Track Pro. It's just been sat in a box for like the past year or so. Maybe 2 years. Like I say, it's just getting the audio balancing. I know nothing about the audio, how to set up audio correctly. Getting the noise reduction and the voice gates and all that. I end up either sounding too choppy or too suppressed or not suppressed enough, and you hear everything going on. I don't know. Don't know. Anyway, this is an absolute classic. This one I've got to put high. See, I'm always tempted. This one is so tempting to go into Ultimate. But there's a couple of slow bits. I think, again, if this track, it's the Office Pre, isn't it? Yeah, Office Pre got an update. And the ladders were removed. It was quicker paced. I think it's Ultimate worthy. It has this epic finish that always causes drama. There's so many great elements to this track. I don't remember who this track's by now, but if they were to go back and just tweak a few bits and then let me know, and it comes back as a revamped, I actually think this could go Ultimate. I just think there's a few slow sections that brings it down. I can understand some people putting it in good. It, like I said, does have some of the slower sections, but I think there's some exciting stuff that happens on that one. It's a classic. Competitive flat race. I actually really like this track. I wouldn't say it's particularly epic. I know it's not the most exciting, but it's good. Personally, I think it's good. Rooftop racetrack. Good. It's a good track. I don't think I can put it in epic. Don't remember anything particularly epic on it, but I think good. Good racing. Yeah, good. Flat speeders. This track, I feel like this track is one of those that people either love it or hate it. We haven't seen it get updated in a little while either. Surf Shady's working on doing some more updates, because there are some areas that still need some bits doing. Yeah, I know some people don't like it. Some people love it. So I'm putting it down the middle. I think it's got potential. It's still a work in progress. It's got potential. There are some bits that are okay. Some bits that are really good. So it's good. I've got to put it down the middle. Marble GP USA, the new Marble GP USA. Is it epic? Is the new version Ultimate? I think epic. I think it made for a good race. The changes are good. It's a good track. It's a pretty good track. Good for you as well. Oh, good for you. Yeah. Yeah, so I think I'd squeeze it into epic. Maybe there. Maybe there. Feel most of the Marvel GP tracks a bit lackluster and ladders. Yeah, I think Iceman is going to be working on reducing ladder counts across them. Obviously, a lot of them are older. There are so many of them. And with the next season being really focused on them, I'm going to be talking with Iceman around which tracks to use, do some testing, and see what the most exciting ones are, and hopefully get some ladder reduction. Which one's this one? Extermination. Total Extermination. Nearly got mixed up with another one. Yeah. I might be biased, but I'm putting it there. No. There. Because it's a staple of chaos in the season. Ultimate. I feel like as much as I'd want to put it in Ultimate because it's just such a staple, I feel like that's too biased of me. But you know what? If you say so, you know, yeah, Ultimate. It's just chaos. It's chaos. It's fun, balanced. Yeah, you know what? I'll take that. I did try to balance it quite a bit between pure chaos and the race not ending after 2 laps. Always a laugh, always fun, always dramatic. The other MP, this isn't it? It's the Garden. Garden. Where's the name? Got it on my other screen somewhere, and I cannot see it. Why can I not see this one at all over here? I think it's like Garden MP. There it is. Battleground Garden. That's what it's called. The one with the bombs. Yeah, I actually think this is better than the dungeon one. This was a lot of fun. Yeah, I think we put that there. I might even put this there. Debating whether to swap these as well. No, I'll leave that as it is. But yeah, that one I think is better than the other one. Really good. The bombs are great. Just a great track all around. You didn't rank within the tiers. Ah, that's fine. It's just me doing it for this. That probably causes more controversial stuff. Doing that, I should probably just not and be like, yeah, this is just all epic. They're all equally epic. Ski slopes multi-lap. This one, I think, was such a good track. Such a good track. Absolute banger. I think, was this the one that we did a showcase? Oh, both of these were showcased, weren't they? And they got turned into multi-lap variants. But yeah, that such a good track. So it's going in Ultimate. Now for the mid-season longest race of them all. It's got to be. It's another staple of the season. Middle of the season, absolute chaos. People getting stuck. And then people getting released, and then more people getting stuck. And then that one boost section. That boost section of pure chaos, honestly, I think is what bumps it up for me anyway, from Epic to Ultimate. It's chaos all the way through. Yeah, it's pretty well paced. I could see arguments for putting it in Epic for how long it is, but I think it's done quite well. That the way I'd put this higher than, say, Office Pre is there's less, as much as it being as big as it is, there's less slow parts. It stays moving and it stays chaotic. Collision Course. I know some people don't like Collision Course. I know it's a very simple little track, but I really enjoy it. And the little slalom that can throw people off, the crossovers that can just cause people to jump. We saw some big jumps in this one that really changed the way the race went. So I think it's epic. And I know people may disagree on that, but I think the racing is kind of fun. Needs an update. I don't know what I'd do with it, to be honest. It's so simple. I don't know what I could do to update it, but I would take ideas. Would be ultimate with some more interesting stuff in it visually and mechanically. Yeah, it's the thing, like, mechanically, obviously, I went for quite a short Destruction Derby type track. I don't really know what else to put in without then cramming it with stuff. I'm sure I could have a think about renewing it, updating it. Okay, the Galactic Gauntlet. I think this is a good track. I'm not sure whether I'll put it in Epic, but I think it was good. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's good. Very awesome looking. A little bit tricky to follow in some places on stream, but good. Still good. What's the name of this one? Sky Racing. Another new one. I'm trying to remember what happened in this one. So I'm pretty sure it was a good track, but I actually cannot remember what happened in this race. Oh, is this one everyone got stuck on? That's probably why I don't remember it. Yeah, it's the one that everyone powered up on. Oh, it's got to be epic then, hasn't it? Yeah, that was a epic moment. It might even have to be the top of Ultimate. Just made the season. Yeah, I think this track I think it's a good track if it worked. I think I need to add in boosters because the physics changed when I slowed things down and everyone ended up getting stuck. So I think if I fixed... Yeah, I imagine it will appear there quite a bit. Obviously, I've tested it. I know it is a good track. Oh, I'll bump it down a little bit. But obviously, I tested it in full speed and had no issues. Was not prepared for the drama that happened there. that was interesting. So maybe even if this is done and not, if I fix it up to a working state, we may see it reappear. Give it one more shot. If it's still not liked, then it might go. Try spinner, always a good. But the shortcuts, I think it's got to be epic. The shortcuts. Yeah. The shortcuts really do make this track. Without the shortcuts, I think it'd be a lot more boring. I think because of the shortcuts that really switch things up, that bumps it into epic for me. Fiji? Yeah, Marble GP Fiji. I actually really like it out of the Marble GPs. I'd put it higher than USA. Potentially up here. In just see, I don't know if it's the aesthetics or whatever. It's such a nice looking track. I don't know what it is, but it looks nice. The aesthetics are nice. The flow of the track's pretty clean. It's got the two split sections, one a little bit quicker than the other. That adds a nice bit of variety without too much of a mess of shortcuts for how short the track is. Does have a ladder, puts it down a little bit, but I do like it. I think it's quite a clean, neat track. Probably one of my favourite Marble GPs, actually. Coffee Raceway. This one always seems to fall apart a bit. It's very chaotic. It's very quick paced. The logic always seems to go wrong. I know Cheese might not like this. I'm gonna have to put it in just. I could be really harsh and put it in not. But it is high speed racing. For those that really enjoy the high speed racing, it's probably great. I do like things a little bit slower, just a little bit, to be able to see what's going on and commentate it well. And yeah, it's got a few issues that happen. So I think it's going to go there. I mean, I'll probably put it ahead of that one because, I mean, at least everyone was able to finish. Shockwave 2. Now, this one was interesting. I don't think it's epic worthy. I think it's good. Yeah. It was a good track. Ultimate. I don't remember it. Was it quite spread out? Am I misremembering this track? Or how the race went? So no, it was quite an open track. It was good. Don't think I could put it in Ultimate. Let's snooze these ads. See if we can get through it before the ads. Don't really know anymore. I don't know either. I don't know. Next one. What was this track? Mini Mayhem. I do not remember this track just by looking at its picture. Oh, it's the one where they go across the slopes. Oh, I don't really remember. For that reason, I think it's got to go in good. I know it wasn't bad, but I'm gonna have to put it in good. Marble Mania, again, personal track. Obviously, I build tracks in a style that I like, so I'm gonna end up ranking this higher. It's just the way. I think it's quite good. It's fast paced. There's a variety. There's shortcuts. There's places to fall. So I'd put this in epic. There's someone at my door, which means I need to get finishing this up. Need to speed things up a little bit. Right. Next we have GBA Bowser's Castle. I think it's gonna go in epic. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. There's some bits that I'm not the biggest fan of. I know a lot of people actually really like this track. There's some bits I'm not the biggest fan of, which tempts me to put it into good. It does have a lot of like battling, which is good. Yeah, I'm gonna go top of good. Let me go there. Top of good. No, it just helps me get my mind around things and certain elements of it. I do agree though. If anything, me putting in epic is just going off everyone's influence of liking this track. I think top of good. There's definitely some bits I'd improve. The bridge is, I know it's probably designed like the actual Mario Kart track, but there's like one person every 5 laps that makes it across that bridge. Spa, I think, is really good. I would put that up here somewhere. Don't know for sure out of all of these. Really enjoy the Spa track. Also in just, so I like the combination. You've got the weird uphill here, you've got the pit lane for anyone that falls, you've got your DRS system in a couple of places, which I honestly actually am a sucker for. I really like it. Okay, get this off my screen. I really like that, and that's why I started putting them into some of my new tracks as well. The catch-up systems just add a little bit more action, a little bit more excitement, allow for more overtakes and more drama. Really enjoy them. Really good feature. Dune Canyon. Oh, again, I know it's liked by a lot of people. It is a good track. I think it goes into epic. Yeah, I think it goes into epic. Maybe higher up into epic. It does have its moments. It's very, very chaotic and bouncy, but it has some good, really good moments in it, which I think makes for epic racing. Another new one with SNES Mario Circuit 2. This was actually such a good little track. I would put this. Yeah, it did actually. So it really, for moments like that, it just has to go an epic or higher, hasn't it? If it has an epic moment, it kind of has to be epic. Great little track, great new addition. I don't think that'll be going anywhere. Al Marble Cross. See, I really like this track because it's close all the way through. It is a little bit more controlled because there's a lot of booster control going on. But I think that adds to how close it makes the racing. And I think it makes for epic racing because everyone's so close together, there's constant position changes, and there's also the joke a bit. Yeah, I'm going to put it in epic. I think it's always close all the way down to the end. This one, honestly, honestly, I don't think it was that great when we came to racing on it. It didn't do anything for me. I don't think it was that amazing. So I think it's gonna be in the just. It'd be one I'd potentially consider swapping out. But we'll see what everyone else thinks. You like this one more than the others? Yeah, it was. It was Marble GP Malaysia. So I remember it being a bit. Yeah. Okay, maybe you like the half pipes. Fair enough. Maybe it's just me. And Red Rings. Again, another one that some people don't like is the final race, but it's always an epic finish. It's always an epic end. Even this latest season was so much tension, so much drama, so much back and forth going on through the race. So for that reason, it is up in epic. Up there. Yeah, it's interesting. It has shortcuts. I wouldn't put it in Ultimate. I think there are some things that can be changed. Obviously, I've tweaked this because we did have that incident a couple of seasons ago where everyone got stuck and I had to tweak the track because of that. But yeah, it is a good track. Could probably do with updating. But there is my tier list. I haven't put any in not marble racing. That's probably just because it'd feel too harsh. That's just me. Like I say, this one technically wasn't, but in my testing, I know it has the potential to be higher. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. So let's take a look at. Yes, I'm still here. Reload the page. Yeah, this was on this screen, so I wouldn't see anything early. But okay, average votes is what we're going to go off because we do have most votes as well, which just talks about places them based on what the highest number is on these. Seem more positive. I think it's just how I am. Right, so that's what people were thinking. So look at this. 80%. 80% in Ultimate Marble Racing for DK Mountain. No. I just can't be harsh enough. I'm too nice. Too nice. I'll put them all in Ultimate. I need to get stricter on it. It's less people pleasing. Yeah, DK Mountain, no surprise there that it's up there. 1 vote of Epic, and no one actually put it lower. Of course, my votes won't be included in this. I've got 5 minutes before that ad tries to come through again. I can't snooze it again, so let's try and get this in 5 minutes. Yeah, I agree. That's good. We've got 3 votes for Ultimate, 1 for Good. Settling it into Epic. But at the top, then we've got Total Extermination. Yeah, 2 Ultimate votes on that. 2, 2, and a 1. 1, 2, and a 1. Shockwave. I guess people like Shockwave more than I thought. Pretty good. Snares coming out in pretty solid Epic. Netherlands actually higher than I was expecting as well. Pretty all round. USA. That one did have a just, this one doesn't, but doesn't have an ultimate either. Yeah, that's right, ultimate for Netherlands. Yeah, your ultimate I think is what has kept it bumped up above the US. Netherlands over USA. City Speed is in the top of good. Coffee Raceway actually had a vote for Ultimate. Vote for Epic, 2 and a 1. Thought that might have come out lower. I guess it did have its exciting moments that might have made up for some of the issues. It was very. It's probably the quick pace racing. Like I say, I think some people really like the fast pace action. Over around good on this one with 1 ultimate. Yeah, that's fair. 1 ultimate on this as well. I've seen a few ultimates coming out here. Again, I'd say that's pretty fair. Bahrain, where I'd probably expect it. It's even an ultimate on the flat. Oh my goodness, my brain. Competitive flat race. Ultimate. Down to just. Yeah, seems pretty fair. An ultimate here as well. So Red Rings actually has 2 that are just. I don't know how this gets a just. I don't know what's just about it. I feel like it's at least in good. To say it's just marble racing, I'd love to know what they would class as epic. But yeah. Try spinner. Oh, look at, there's just ultimates left, right, and centre here. Must be a good season. Oh, not got one here. We've got a not marble racing. There was a big dislike. Goods, epics. Actually came higher than this one. I think Office Pre is pretty good. Fiji coming out lower. Marble Mania matching Fiji. Got a few justs in this one. I thought people quite like this one. I got a couple of epics. They then got outweighed by the not and just. You know, the epics, that's enough to keep it in. Rooftop, mostly in the good. Spa got a lot of justs. Interesting. Oh hell, I guess people don't really like this as much. Just, I felt like there were some epic moments in it, but you know, just and a not. I'd love to know the reasoning, just to know what the argument is for that. If there's anything I could change. This one, good's the highest one I got marked at. Just and a not. Same with this one, and yeah, I was expecting this. I was actually expecting there to be a lot more knots, but it's actually done well to have some justs for how bad that ended. So interesting enough, most votes shakes things up because obviously looks at what the highest percent on each one is. That really changes things about. So you can actually just have a quick look there at where things sit based on the majority of votes. But I usually go off the average. So yeah, that is before this ad starts. That is the tier list. That was my tier list, and that's the community tier list. So I'll be taking a look at these and making decisions on what tracks are going to be changed going forward. This helps with getting a bit of insight into what people think about the tracks and using that to help with my decision making. Yeah, that is going to be it for this stream. Or this video, depending on if you're watching on YouTube. Yeah, we'll see what this season looks like next. Obviously, we won't be seeing these tracks in the Marble GP season, but season 6. See what happens there. So yeah, keep an eye out on the Discord for sign-ups for the next season. There will be sometime soon. I don't have too much news on it yet. With all the busyness going on, I need to finalise the track list still and get the sign-ups out. I'll probably put the sign-ups out even if the track list isn't done, just so people can start signing up. But yeah, I'll keep it on the Discord. Things will be happening there. Obviously, at the same time, I've actually been spending a lot of time on Minecraft, surprisingly. I've been building my own mod pack with a full story and all sorts going on there, which I'll be streaming at some point. But yeah, if anyone wants to check that out as well, it is on CurseForge. Details are in the Discord. I'm developing a whole story, and it even features Eggbot. It's a horror sci-fi type world, and I'll be putting it on my server as well at some point. So yeah, lots going on. But yeah, that is going to do it for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.